Welcome everybody, my name is Jerry. Today is June 11th, 2020. 2 days ago, I predicted that the stock market would basically have a huge collapse. Turns out that prediction was extremely accurate. I made $1,500 in trading over a 2-day period. I'm actually going to show you my account statements because I want everybody to know I'm not trading some paper trading account. This is real trading. I'm going to show you how I did that. That's all coming up right now. Okay, so the very first thing I want to show you is the account statement. This is basically a running total of transactions, and if you look at the very top here, you're going to notice it says June 11th, and it is 4:49. So the trading closed 49 minutes ago, futures trading, and it'll reopen again in about 11 minutes. You also notice it says connected in real time. Now this is the TOS platform with TD Ameritrade. So this is not a paper trading account. Okay, if it was paper trading, it wouldn't say real time. It would say like simulated data. So this is a real account. Okay, you can see, of course, my leverage and my cash has been, blotted out, and my account number, of course, has been blotted out because we don't want to share that stuff publicly, right? So look over here in the left-hand column, says trade date. Now, back on June 9th, which was just 2 days ago, I predicted that the stock market would crash. That it's going to come down significantly. Okay? At that time, on this small account, I had $111.42. That's what I had for balance. Okay, cash balance. You'll see right here, I made a trade starting with the S&P 500. This is the micro S&P 500. Started right there, $270.78. Now look at the balance. Starts going up. By June 10th, my balance was $405. Okay. And if we look here, June 11th, you can see I'm taking in some positions, right? Here I covered my position from way up here and got out. Went from $270 to $399 on one contract. Then things started really hopping. This is all today. All this rest of this trading is today, June 11th. You can see anytime I'm selling -1 or a negative number, that just means I'm shorting it because the market's going down, right? So we're shorting the market. We're shorting the stock market, futures. Not individual stocks, right? We're shorting the stock market as a whole, the S&P 500 index, the E-micro S&P 500 index. You can see right here I bought back. Now I'm up to 488, and I sold again. Okay. In the next line, you'll notice I didn't buy back. I shorted again because I started that's called adding to your position. I went from being one contract short to two. And then right here, I covered the short. I bought back and covered the shorts. Went from $483 to $609. Then I shorted another one. A little while later, I bought back $657. Shorted another one. And then I really poured it on. I started adding to my position. I didn't buy back and close. I sold again. I shorted another contract. This one I shorted at 31.30. This one I shorted at 31.22. So the stock market's coming down, right? 31.30. 31.21, shorted another one, 31.20.50. 3 contracts shorted as the market's coming down, one after another. I covered the short, bought back and covered the short. Now I'm up to $929. And I did it again. I sold 3 more contracts. 2 of them at the same price. Right here in 30.95.25, and then another one a little bit later at 31.01.50. And then I covered all 3 of them. The broker just bought them one at a time, but basically this all happened at the same time right here. 30.53, $1,100, $1,300, $1,580. Then I slowed down because I was kind of getting the sense that the market's run out of gas, like it's not going to go down too much more, right? I backed off on being aggressive and just went with one contract instead of 3. Okay, I actually made a little mistake right here. This trade right here was a little bit of a mistake. See how I lost $11.25 over here? Because this was supposed to be a sell and I bought. I made a mistake. I clicked the wrong side. It happens. Sometimes when you're trading fast, you can make a little mistake. Right there, I made a little mistake. It was supposed to be a short and I went long. So I quickly closed it and lost $11. The market was moving that fast. I literally had to turn right around and sell it and get out of the position. Lost $11. But, you know, better to lose 11 than hundreds, right? Then I sold short again and bought back in. Went from 1560 to 1710. Okay? And as it stands right now, I have one position short that's sitting there near the end of the day. I shorted another one, but I haven't closed it yet. So we're at $1,700. Okay? So we went from approximately 270 to 1,700. We'll call it about $1,500 profit in a period of 2 days. Okay, so there you go. There's the actual statement happening. So this is not a paper trading account. This is real trading. I wanted to show you that. Okay. Okay, now let's go look at the chart for the S&P 500. Right here we were on June 8th. And on June 9th I put a video out. You can go look up. I'll put the description in this video. I'm going to put the description of the other video where I predicted the stock market would come down. And I did that on June 9th. Well, here's June 9th right here. Okay. June 10th, the market came down a little bit more. And June 11th, today, boom. $192 day. Over the period from the time I predicted the stock market would come down to today was 200. At one point, it was like $235. The market had come down over a period of 3 days. So you can go watch the other video that I have in the link in the description of this video and watch where I made the prediction before the market crashed. But just to recap real quick, how did I know the market was going to come down? Right back here on June 8th. I talk about this in another video, so I'm not going to cover this too much. But in this video right here, I'm going to tell you that this is a proprietary, or I should just say, my own custom study. This forecast. And if you look at this number over here, you'll see this number here like 316.728. As I move from day to day, you'll notice that number changes, right? But on this day, on June 8th, you'll notice that number says 446.556. That's a very large number, and I know from doing a lot of trading and from my algorithm, there's some math behind this particular study. That I know that when I see a number that big, I know there's a chances are extremely high that market's going to come down. The probability is very high that the market will come down because that number tells me there's a peak. And sure enough, the prediction was extremely accurate. That's how I was able to make $1,500 in two days, basically 2 days of trading. Okay? So please go back and watch the other video that's in the link in this video below. And I'll go into depth a little bit more about the forecasting when the market's going to go down. Now you're going to notice there's some red lines in here, some red arcs. That's cycle analysis. We're going to talk about that maybe in another video. I've talked about it in other videos. But just briefly right here in cycle analysis, what you're going to notice is that this day came down exactly between a low point between cycles. Look at that. It is exactly perfectly timed. How good is that? That cycle right there is right on the button to the day. So not only did my algorithm say that the stock market was going to come down really hard, it also matched up perfectly between two cycles. And we always are looking for cycle. In cycle analysis, we're looking for lows. So that's what's going on here. Now, you can see I have a limit order here. Remember I said when we were looking at when we were looking at my account statement, I said I had one order still sitting there short. Well, there it is right there. That's me plus one looking to cover it at $2,956.25. So basically halfway between this low and the Fibonacci retracement at 61.8 is where I got my close to close my short. So we'll see how it goes. I got a feeling tomorrow it'll probably bounce back up a little bit. Might come back up quite a bit and kind of track sideways. But this is not done. This market is this big down day. The market, excuse me, the market's going to come down, guys and gals. I mean, it's going to come down a lot. This market's going to come down at least 29.26. It might even come all the way down here to 27.81. I don't know that for sure, but I can tell you right now, it may not happen in the next day or two. It might be in this cycle or even a couple months out, but this market is not done coming down. Not even close. This is a big break. When you see the market come down like that, that's a forecast of things to come. Okay? So, you see this little candlestick just showed up. The market just opened up here at 5 o'clock on June 11th. We're trading the next day, which would be June 12th. That's how futures is. Once it opens up at 5 o'clock, it's literally trading for the next calendar day. Okay? So there you go, guys and gals. Listen, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that notification bell so you're going to get all the videos as they come out. I really hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon next time.